I'm Nanny.
And I'm Nee.
We're best friends who love to cook, laugh, and talk about our faith.
Our cooking is clean, our laughter is contagious, and we love to share our faith.
So grab a cup of coffee and sit back for a few minutes and join us.
We're going to try real hard to fill your tummies, your hearts, and your spirits.
Welcome to our filling station. Merry Christmas! Hi guys!
Hey everyone, Merry Christmas!
It's our Christmas show and
Merry Christmas!
It's our Christmas show, and we're going to be doing two recipes today. Actually, I'm going to be doing two recipes from my special recipe holiday recipes. I only fix these recipes during the holidays. Do you have recipes like that?
I
that
do.
You only fix during
do.
the holidays?
Yes.
Because they're very special, and if we fixed them during the year, they wouldn't be special anymore.
Right.
So we're going to be fixing them for you. And these, now listen, they're not clean eating.
Right.
They're not clean eating.
We decided that because it's the holidays, we kind of put clean eating till the first. Yes.
Mm. Did you make that coffee?
I did. Do you
That
like
is so delicious. I love coffee during the holidays.
I do too.
Do you like eggnog?
I do.
I don't like eggnog.
Have you ever had homemade eggnog?
No. Do you make homemade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know what the nog part would be.
Oh. Well, it don't have to be alcoholic.
Is that the alcohol?
I don't know. When you buy a Food Line, it's not. There's no alcohol in it.
So that's what I'm saying. I know what eggs are, but I don't know what nog is.
Nog is eggs. Eggnog.
Then that would be saying egg.
Eggnog. What is nog? I never thought about it. No wonder I don't like it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, anyway.
It does make it a little better if you put just a little thimbleful of rum.
Rum?
Yeah. And
You sounded Irish when you said that. You said just a little thimbleful of rum.
I wanted to sound like a pirate.
You sounded Irish. An Irish pirate. You were an Irish pirate.
Okay.
We're getting off track here. Okay. I'm going to make some, they're called Special Day Cinnamon Rolls.
Did you name them?
I don't think I did. I think that was the name of them. Okay. But seriously, they are so easy. And when you tasted these, you're going to go, that is so special. It is a special day. Because you use these Pillsbury crescent rolls.
Oh.
Yes.
Do you remember Thanksgiving? I used crescent rolls.
Do you cook these?
Well, I didn't use those, but I never even thought of that.
What, for cinnamon rolls?
No, for the Thanksgiving. Remember at Thanksgiving, I made a casserole with croissants.
Yeah.
I didn't use those.
They probably wouldn't work for your casserole. I don't think they would because you have to bake them and then they might.
And then tear them.
Okay, they might, but we'll see.
Okay.
Anyway, this recipe actually calls for 2 cans. I'm going to demonstrate 1 can today because 1 can makes actually 12 rolls.
Wow.
So we're going to go ahead and just demonstrate 1 can. But what you do, and I've already got my rolls separated. When you open the can of rolls, there's going to be a perforation right in the middle. You just separate them at the perforation to make 2 long rectangles.
Okay.
Easy. Okay, and then you want to get you 6 tablespoons of softened butter. I've already done this step. You want to put in 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of regular sugar, and then 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And you just kind of mix that up. Now, if you are a nut person, you may put pecans in this. But
I have one question.
Okay.
Do you say pecan or pecan?
I say pecan, but I just said pecan because I thought I was supposed to say that on TV.
Do you know what my grandmother used to say?
What?
It's called pecan because a pecan is under your bed.
That's true.
That's what she said.
Well, I said pecan. I said it right, didn't I?
Yes, you
I
did.
usually
According
say
to my
pecan.
grandmother, you did.
Yeah, but people have told me that I'm kind of country, so I was trying to be a little more.
Well, she was country.
Okay.
Country.
Well, she said pecan,
Because she said a pecan stayed under your bed for the night.
and it did.
I guess. I've always had a toilet.
Anyway, if you want pecans or pecans or walnuts or whatever kind of nut in here, you can do that. But I'm just really not a nut person. My kids aren't nut people. I mean, they're nutty, but they're not nut people. If you know what I mean. All right. This should be enough to spread over these 2 rolls. So actually, I made enough to spread over the 2 cans. So I'm going to not use all of this. But what you would do is you would just go ahead and spread this mixture over your rolls. It's butter. Remember, butter, brown sugar, a little bit of regular sugar, and a little bit of cinnamon, a teaspoon of cinnamon. And we want to remind our viewers that all of these recipes are going to be on our blog at the beginning of the year. So all of them are going to be on our blog.
Just so everybody can kind of see what you're doing.
Let's do that. Here's my cinnamon. There we go. All right, so I've got them spread on one side. You can see that. And then I'm going to go ahead and spread this. Oh, doesn't that smell good? It smells like Christmas. And I'm probably putting it on a little thick.
Okay, that's what I wondered, because you said you made enough to do this can too.
I'm putting it on a little thick. I'm going to go ahead and, because I'm serious, you don't really need a whole lot. And guys, these are really actually mini cinnamon rolls. So you can just pop them in your mouth and eat 1 roll at a time. That's why you have to do 2 cans, because if you don't, then you don't have enough. Okay, here's what we do. We're going to start rolling these up jelly roll fashion, and you're going to start at the short end. And so you're just going to kind of take them, and you're going to roll them up just like you would a jelly roll. Okay, you see that? Okay, so we've got 1 roll.
That's a whole cinnamon roll?
Well, no, what we're going to do is we're going to freeze these for 10 minutes to make them easier to slice.
Okay.
We're going to get 6 little mini rolls out of each one of these. So if you did the 2 cans, you're going to have 4 of these, and you're going to have how many rolls? 6 times 4 equals
24.
So you'll have 24 rolls. So right now, I'm going to pop these in the freezer for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Did you have a devotion for us? Would you like to do that while these are
Sure,
freezing?
I would love to.
Okay. I'm going to pop these in the freezer, and then Nee's going to come back and she's going to give us a little Christmas holiday devotion.
Yes. We'll be right back. As I was thinking about what I wanted to share for the Christmas holidays, I wondered what I could add to what's already here. And it occurred to me, I can't add to the Christmas story. It's already written, it's beautiful, it's perfect. And so what I'm going to do right now is just read. I'm going to read the Christmas story to you. And I want you to think about, right now as I begin to read, I'm reading out of Luke, about Mary. Mary was not a professional. She was not an older woman. She was a young girl who was all alone, and an angel appears to her. And this is what he says. Now in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God to a city in Galilee called Nazareth, to a virgin who was engaged to a man, and his name was Joseph, and he was of the descendant of David, and the virgin's name was Mary. And coming in, he said to her, "Hail, favored one." An angel from God called Mary, this young Jewish girl, the favored one of God. He says, "The Lord is with you." But she was greatly troubled at this statement and kept pondering what kind of salutation this might be. And the angel said to her, "Do not be afraid, Mary, for you have found favor with God." She had found favor. This young Jewish girl had found favor with God. And behold, now this is the part that is mind-blowing. You will conceive in your womb and bear a son, and you shall name him Jesus. He will be great. He will be called the Son of the Most High, and the Lord God will give him the throne of his father David. And he will reign over the house of Jacob forever, and his kingdom will have no end. And then Mary says to the angel, how can this be since I'm a virgin? Mary's not doubting here. She's wondering, how is this going to happen? She knows what has to happen first in order to conceive. So she's not saying she doesn't believe. She's just asking, how is this going to happen? And the angel answered, and he said to her, the Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you. And for that reason, the holy offspring shall be called the Son of God. And behold, even your relative Elizabeth has also conceived a son in her old age, and she who was called barren is now in her 6th month, for nothing will be impossible with God. And then Mary says to him, behold, the bondslave of the Lord, be it done to me according to your word. And the angel departed from her. A bondslave is a slave that doesn't get paid. A bondslave is someone that is in total service. And that's how Mary ends her conversation with this angel. So Mary then leaves. She goes, I'm sure a lot happens that isn't here in the book of Luke. She knows that her family, her friends, that they're going to have a hard time with this. So she leaves and she goes to her cousin's house, Elizabeth. And the book says that when she entered the house of Elizabeth, Elizabeth knows immediately that Mary's pregnant with the Son of God because her baby leaps with joy, and it fills Elizabeth with the knowledge that she's carrying the Holy Child. And Elizabeth is actually carrying John the Baptist. That's an amazing story. His purpose is to pave the way for Christ. And so it's all beautifully connected. She stays with Elizabeth. She then leaves. She goes back to her hometown. And then I want to take you to where her and Joseph now have to go to Bethlehem because the government has declared a census being taken. So they have to go back to the town. Everybody has to go back to the town that they're from. Mary and Joseph, on a donkey, travel to Bethlehem, and they end up there, and it's time for her to have the baby. Now, at Thanksgiving, I showed you our new gift, Hunter Alexandra, and so it's very in my mind of what Taylor went through delivering that baby in a hospital with nurses and doctors. Here they're in a town that they're really not familiar with because they don't live there anymore. And so Mary's about to give birth, and this is what the word says. So they went up to Galilee from the city of Nazareth. In order to register, he brought Mary, who was engaged to him and was with child. It came about that while they were there, the days were completed for her to give birth. So she's going to have a baby right there after they've traveled on that way on a donkey. And she gave birth to her firstborn, and she wrapped him in cloths and laid him in a manger. A manger is a feed trough. The God and the creator of the whole universe was born and was laid in an animal's feed trough. There was no room for them in the inn because everybody had come for the census. So there was no room. Now, this is the part that I want you just to picture in your mind. Imagine this. Think about the darkest night that you've ever been outside. There's no street lights. Maybe you've gone camping. There's no lights from a town nearby. But these shepherds are out in the field, okay? The same region, there were some shepherds staying out in the fields and keeping watch over the flock by night. And an angel of the Lord suddenly appears to these shepherds who are out there watching their sheep. And the angel of the Lord suddenly stood before them, and the glory of the Lord shone all around them. The glory of the Lord is lighting up where they are out in their fields watching these sheep. There's no cars going by. There's no street lamps. These guys are looking around going, something crazy is going on here. Okay? The angel said to them, do not be afraid. For behold, I'm bringing you good news, guys. Here it is. A great joy which shall be for all people. For today in the city of David, there has been born for you a Savior, who is Christ the Lord. And this will be a sign for you. You will find a baby wrapped in cloths and lying in a feed trough. And suddenly there appeared with the one angel a multitude of heavenly hosts, praising God and saying, glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace among men with whom he is pleased. Now the whole sky is lit up with angels. And all of a sudden, they're gone. They leave. And these shepherds are in the dark again, only with the stars. They look around and they say, let's go find the Christ child. So they go straight to Bethlehem and they want to see this thing that has happened. They came in haste and found their way to Mary and Joseph and the baby as he lay in the feed trough. And when they had seen this, they made known the statement which had been told them about this child, and all who heard it wondered at the things which they were told by the shepherds. In other words, they're really going, really guys? Are you really serious? But all who heard it wondered except Mary. And you know what it says Mary did? But Mary treasured up all of these things in her heart, and she pondered them. That's rich. That's what Christmas is all about. Thanks for listening to the beautiful story that's here in the Word. We're going to take a break right now, come back, and Nanny is going to continue on with our Christmas recipes. Did I tell you, do you like this?
I love it.
Do you know who gave me this?
Who?
You.
I know. I remember.
You do?
It looks all Christmassy.
I feel Christmassy. Like M, you could do M for Michelle, that's my first name, or you could do M for Mary.
Mary. No.
Not Mary from the Bible.
M-E-R-R-Y.
Right, like
Mary.
Christmas.
Yes. That was a beautiful devotion, by the way.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. I was sitting there sipping my coffee, listening to you. Okay. We're back to our special day cinnamon rolls, and we have frozen these, and they're nice and hard. The reason you freeze them is they're easier to slice when you freeze them. Okay, we're going to get 6 rolls out of each of these. So I am going to cut them in half. See how easy that was to slice? If I didn't freeze them, they would be all gooey and sticky, sticking to my fingers. So we're going to get 3 rolls out of each of these. They're mini cinnamon rolls. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then, would you like to go ahead and just start placing those on that pan?
Does it matter?
No.
Does that
just
go
put
up
them
or
kind
down?
of in a circle.
Like, but do you like the flat?
I always put the little peaks up.
Okay.
If you've got a peak. Some of them won't have a peak.
Oh, right.
Okay. And then I'm going to do this one. Slice it in half. Get 3 rolls out of each half. 6 rolls out of each log. Remember, we're only doing 1 can. So, go ahead. We're doing 1 can, so we're doing 12 rolls with this one, but you will get 24 rolls when you do your 2 cans. So you'll need actually 2 pans now, okay, when you're doing 2 cans. Can you get a look at that? There you go. You've got your cinnamon rolls all there in your pan. And what we're going to do need...
Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's put this toppy one in the middle.
There you go. I like
It
that.
looks like a flower.
Yeah. Let's show it to them again.
Okay.
We're going to show y'all that again. Okay.
It's a toppy one.
You will not believe how these taste.
I'm so excited.
You won't believe it. Going to stick these in the oven 375, 15 to 18 minutes.
Okay.
And then we're going to come back and I'm going to do a broccoli casserole.
Oh my gosh, I've had that. It is I promise, it is the best broccoli cheese casserole I've ever eaten. Ever.
She does not lie.
I don't know.
I found this recipe probably 25 years ago, just in a book, made it. My daughter Amber almost ate the whole casserole by herself. So I have to make it every Christmas. I'll make it Thanksgiving too, just because we love it so much, but I don't make it any during the year because it's special. Right. Special day broccoli casserole, and it is so easy.
So you name everything on that day special day?
No, these really are special day, but I just said special day broccoli casserole.
Oh.
It's just a broccoli casserole.
Special day Cheerios or a special day.
I don't do that. I could do it, but I don't.
Okay. We'll be right back.
We will be back in a few minutes, and we're going to taste these. Here it is, special day broccoli casserole. And I've already got...
These are special day eggs.
They are special day eggs, special day broccoli. I've already got some of this done, Nee, just to save on time. Okay. So in this bowl I have about 1.5 cups. The recipe calls for 1.5 cups, but I usually do about 2 because I love cheese. Shredded cheese. Now I'm going to give you a couple of secrets because I can tell you, I make this and people eat it and they go, oh my gosh. I say, oh, it's easy. Here's the recipe. Well, I need to tell you a couple of secrets that I have, okay? And I tell people this. If they choose not to do, I do.
I believe you.
If that you look like you didn't believe
I
me.
do believe you.
I'm not one that hoards recipes.
I
don't.
I know.
So anyway, I grate my own cheese. I get a block of cheese.
Me too.
You go, girl.
You know why?
Why?
You
It's
don't.
better.
Right, but do you know that the cheese that comes already shredded in the grocery store is covered in flour so it doesn't stick together?
Oh, really?
So if you're clean eating and you're eating gluten and you're eating whatever's in the flour.
Wow. Anyway, grate your own cheese. It's just so much better. It melts better. It's just delicious. All right, and then I've already cooked this 10 ounce, actually it's a little more than 10 ounce chopped broccoli. Frozen chopped broccoli. If you want to use fresh broccoli, you can, but this is frozen chopped broccoli.
Do you know what I love about your broccoli cheese casserole too?
What?
The broccoli isn't mushy.
It's not mushy. You only cook this as according to the directions on the broccoli package, and then you mix that in here. Then we're going to put 2 eggs in here. Nee, do you break your eggs separately over a... I don't. Why do you do that?
Because I always end up with shells.
Well, I don't. I've never ended up with a shell. Now watch me get a shell. No shell, look.
No, I'm joking.
I've never ended up with a shell. I dropped that. I dropped that. I'm not going to crack my eggs over a bowl and mess up a bowl. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I've never done it in however old I am, however long I've been cooking, and I'm not going to. I feel like if you get a clean break and you just go, you're not going to get shell in there. I did not do it that time. Where's my towel? So there you go.
There you go.
2 eggs, okay? I have a cup and a half of shredded cheese from the block.
Is it sharp or mild?
It's
or
sharp.
Extra
Sorry
sharp?
about that. It's sharp cheese. I have a 10 ounce package of frozen chopped broccoli cooked.
Say shredded cheese and chopped broccoli really fast.
Shredded cheese and chopped broccoli.
Mushroom soup, shredded cheese and chopped
Chopped
broccoli.
broccoli. Yeah, it works.
Say it real quick.
Mushroom soup, shredded cheese and chopped broccoli. Say Arnold Palmer 3 times. Oh, do it. You can't do it.
Nothing to do with
I know, but I thought of it. Arnold Palmer.
Just right now?
Yeah.
Arnold Palmer.
I don't know anybody that can do
Arnold Palmer.
No, you got to say it.
Palmer.
You can't go Arnold Palmer. Arnold, that.
I have to say
You
that.
said to say it.
Arnold Palmer. Arnold Palmer. I can't.
You can't do it.
You just thought of that?
No, somebody told me about it.
Say apple tree 5 times fast.
Apple tree, apple tree, apple tree, apple tree, apple tree. I did it.
I know. It's kind of easy.
But I can't do Arnold Palmer.
But sometimes
Arnold.
it sounds like you're saying tree apple.
Apple tree, apple tree, apple tree, apple tree, apple.
You are.
Cream of mushroom soup. You can use Campbell's if you want to. You can use Food Line brand. You can make any. You can.
I wouldn't.
I think any kind of work. Now, a cup of mayonnaise. Now, what am I going to say about this mayonnaise, Nee? You know me well enough to know exactly what I'm going to say about this mayonnaise.
You can't use any brand but Hellman's.
Okay, this is the key right here. You use Mayola. You use Duke's.
Milk.
What?
There's no such mayonnaise as Mayola.
What is that mayonnaise that's just a... Is it Mayola?
Duke's?
You use store-bought mayonnaise.
It has to be Hellman's.
It has to be Hellman's.
Oh, you're talking about Miracle Whip.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's not even a mayonnaise. That's called a salad
Don't
dressing.
use that. Alright, a cup of Hellman's mayonnaise. If you want this to taste like mine, you're going to have to use Hellman's.
Right.
Okay, you're going to have to grate your
Not
cheese.
even Vegan-A's or whatever you used to use.
That's right. So we're going to mix this up really well. I have greased my casserole dish. Actually, I sprayed it with Pam. You can grease it, butter it, spray it with Pam. We're going to mix this up. This is all there is to this recipe. I'm telling you. If I don't make a broccoli, I think I went 1 year and I did not make this broccoli casserole. My children, they were not happy.
They called me.
No,
they didn't. They could have.
I don't think we knew you then.
That must.
I've only known you for 7 years, Nee.
I
I feel like
I've known you my
my whole life. I feel like you're my sister, my twin sister.
But you have blonde hair.
We could be fraternal twins. Right? Couldn't we?
Yeah.
I'm older than you are.
Is that like a fraternity?
Fraternal means you don't look alike.
Oh.
Identical, you look alike.
Right.
Okay, we're going to pour this into our casserole dish. Our greased casserole dish. We're going to put this in the oven at 350 for about an hour. Sometimes it might take it a little longer to set. I'm going to go put this in the oven. I have already made another broccoli casserole for us to taste while this one's cooking because it takes an hour, so we don't want to keep our guests waiting that long.
That's right.
And so I'm going to get that one out, and then we're going to come back and we're going to taste of this, and our special day cinnamon rolls are going to be ready. And we're going to taste of that. So we'll be right back.
Be right back.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
We have a beautiful broccoli casserole. Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Isn't that pretty?
Gorgeous.
And we have a whole pan of mini cinnamon
And
rolls.
that's hot.
It's hot, so I can't pick that up, but I think you can see that. I forgot to tell you guys that there's an icing that goes on this. This is enough
amazing.
for, yes, this is enough for actually the 2 cans. But what it is it's 2/3 cup of powdered sugar, a tablespoon of half and half, a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla, and a little pinch of salt. And that gives you this drizzle, this
It's
drizzle,
amazing
not
how
drizzle.
that much confectioner sugar and you just put a little liquid and it turns into
It
that.
does. It does it every time. So I'm going to go ahead and drizzle these on these cinnamon rolls. Look at that.
Girl.
Girl.
Guess what's coming to our little town, our
What?
little harbor of hospitality?
What?
TJ Maxx,
I love TJ
No,
Maxx.
Target.
No,
Which one?
It's TJ Maxx. I've heard that it's TJ Maxx. Zaxby's chicken
Lo-
strips.
Lolly Lolly,
Lolly
Lobby.
Lolly Lobby? What's Lolly Lobby?
I just
I ain't never heard of that. Lolly Lobby?
Oh no.
What do you do at Lolly Lobby? Or do you mean Hobby Lobby? There's a Hobby Lobby?
Is that really what it's called?
Hobby Lobby. You said Lolly Lobby.
I thought it was. What is that? Is that a
Hobby.
restaurant?
No, it's like a craft store. Hobby. Your hobby. Hobby Lobby.
Okay. Really?
Yes.
Oh,
That must be what it is. Let me just do this. and pick this up so that you guys can see those
Smells
beautiful
delicious.
cinnamon rolls. So we're gonna. I'm gonna ask you a question before we taste of this, because this is the last thing we're gonna do for our Christmas episode.
Okay.
I want you to tell me the tradition that your family does that you just cannot do without. It would just devastate you if you did not do that every year. What's the Christmas tradition that you have to do every year with your family?
Well, every morning before we do anything, Scott and I get up. We might put the turkey in, it depends, or we might put a pot of coffee on. But then before we do anything, we read the Christmas story. We sit around the tree and the girls all gather around us. And this year Carter, my grandson, will be old enough to be there with us. He's 2, and of course we'll be holding little Hunter. And
a new addition.
Yep. And Scott just reads the Christmas story, and then we have a prayer time together. And
very cool.
then we.
And if you didn't do that, it would not seem like Christmas, would it?
Right. Yeah. There was one when I was growing up, we would go up into the mountains, and I remember Captain Jack would take us, and we would cut down our own tree, and then we'd get apples. But the one thing that my dad never missed either, before we did any of that, even before we went and got our Christmas tree, was reading the Christmas story. And so Scott's carried that tradition down to our girls.
I love it. I love that. Tradition, it's all about tradition.
That's right.
We are getting ready to taste this traditional broccoli casserole. Are you ready?
Yes, are we going to do...
We're just going to dig in. Look how brown that got on the top.
That's beautiful.
Look
Can
at
we
that.
do cheers again?
We can do cheers. We ready? Broccoli casserole.
Special
Cheers.
day, broccoli casserole.
Special day. Here we go.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Oh my gosh. There's nothing like it. I'm not kidding you. It's the best. I can tell it's the mayonnaise.
I would put the spoon back in it, but somebody called me on an episode and said, "Do you know you double dipped?" And I'm like,
I know who that was.
Whatever.
And I'm not saying.
so you know who you are. I'm not double dipping. This is so good. Give me another spoon. I'm seriously, I want another bite.
Here, just use mine.
That's double dipping.
Oh, right.
That's triple dipping.
Can we taste
All right, here we
these?
go. Now.
Now that's hot.
I know. Here we go. Your Nee, your life is getting ready to be changed for the better. We need a napkin.
Well,
Cameraman. Yeah!
Yay!
Napkins. Woo! All right. Now it's hot, so be careful.
can we share this one?
Yes, we can. You're going to go, oh my goodness. Get your coffee ready. Get
Okay.
your coffee ready.
Okay.
Get your coffee. I'm serious. Can't eat these without coffee. Here we go. It's hot. But these are special day cinnamon
Special day
rolls.
cinnamon rolls.
Here
Merry
we go.
Christmas.
Good gracious. Cheers.
That really is amazing.
I'm telling you. I told you.
The buttery,
Oh,
they're buttery, they're sugary,
they're
they've got
cinnamony. They're so good. It's
Merry
all about-
Christmas, y'all.
Y'all know what it's about.
We love you. And going into the new year, we just hope that your holidays are blessed. And we just
Happy birthday, Jesus.
happy birthday, Jesus.
And Merry Christmas.
And right now, we are going to close our fill-in station. We love you all, and Merry Christmas.
See you in the new year.